Good evening, Hamjambo. How are you doing, good people? My name is Samuel Getembe, your mentor and your coach that helps you to make it in life. It has been a long time since we met. I think it has gone like more than 3 days before doing our videos because I've been so much busy and I've been getting a lot of appointments, doing 1, 2, 3 here and there, and I've been away from offices because I've been having a new project that we are launching very soon. So that's why it has been taking time, but I'll promise to create time to be doing these videos to make sure we'll be able to help one another. So I want to thank you very much for joining me on this episode today. Today is on a Friday that God has given it us to us. So, and I want to take this opportunity to talk about an action plan. So many people have been asking me to talk about an action plan and what it takes to make it a successful when you have a plan. So this video is so much good for business people, for investors, for entrepreneurs. I talk about students, talk about anybody in any organization. Yeah? This topic today is so much great and is so much good for you as an individual. And today we talk about the action plan. What is a plan? A plan is something that you want to achieve in a specific time. So you need to create some steps to make sure you as an individual, you are able to attain and get this action plan live. So I want to take you around 6 steps that can be able to help you be able to maintain and have your plan being successful. Number 1 is about setting your goal. And for you to set a goal, it has to be a SMART. I think I'll take time to take you through the SMART theory that helps you to know about how to make it how to make an action through the SMART theory that talks about being specific, then talk about being measurable, or talk about being specific. Here is knowing exactly of what you need. Talk about measurable. Measurable means not measurable is something that can be measured, like something can be. I hope you're trying to get what I mean here. Measurable means is something that can be able to be measured in terms of, maybe talk about length, talk about size, talk about days, and something like that. Then A stands for achievable. So it's something that you're able to achieve. So this plan that you're working onto is something that can be achieved. Is if you tell your boss today, I'm coming to office at 8. So you have to make sure as an individual you make it by 8. So this is because it's something you're able to achieve. If you say that you want to do a report by 10 p.m., this is to make sure you as an individual you are able to make it at 10 p.m. Another thing I want to talk about is about being smart, is about realistic. You cannot be able to give a plan that you're not able to make sure that you're able to achieve it. Assume today you want to build a house as an individual or as an investor. You don't have money. So this means that it's not realistic. So first of all, you need to have a plan that is sustainable, that is realistic, for you to make sure that you are able to achieve that plan that you're willing to take an action of. The last one is about making what you call about time bound, time management. So time is so much key for you to achieve a plan as an individual, as an investor. So time helps you as a person. If today you talk about you want to do delivery on a 6 months, so how long does it take you as a person? So you need to make sure that you take time that is necessary for you to be able to achieve it. So if you say that your plan is taking 3 months, so you need to put all the mechanisms, talk about resources, talk about everything to make sure you are able to achieve it. So number 1 step, it was about set the SMART goal. And I've taken you through the SMART goal. So those people never known about the SMART goal, I take some time, I take you through the SMART theory that talks about being specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and then time bound. Step number 2, identify the task. For the action plan to be successful, we talked about number 1, setting a SMART goal. Number 2, we talk about you identify the task. You need to identify the task. If it's about writing a report, identify and have that report ready. If it's building a house, get the materials ready. Get everything that you need to be ready. Number 3, allocate the resources. What do I mean? If you are working on a project today of construction, make sure that every time you are ready, the resources are ready. What do I mean about resources? Resources are many. Number 1, labor. Labor is a resource. Do you have enough engineers? Do you have enough workers? Do you have enough laborers? Do you have everything that it takes? Resources can be also in terms of money. Resources can be in terms of machinery. Equipment for construction people. If it's an office, do you have the laptops? Do you have desks? Do you have everything? Do you have people that is about employees? So for you to have a plan, if you wanted to start a plan of maybe starting a small office, you can give it as an example today. I want to give it an example to make sure that you're able to understand well. You are able to have the resources that you require to start an office. Number three, you allocate the resources. So if no, you talk about you identify the task and allocate the resources, then now you prioritize the tasks. What do I mean? You prioritize and say today, if this is the task that you want to do it, what do you need to prioritize with it? If it's purchasing of the iron sheet, that comes at the end of it. If it's like adding more embroideries, that comes at the end. So if it's starting like an office, as an actual plan of it on the first is you prioritize first, like getting the documents ready, going to the NEMA licenses, getting the documents that are required, get the NEMA licenses, get the licenses that are required by the government, do everything, do all the paperwork, get ready. Number two, get the embroideries, do recruitment, do interviews, do recruitment of the people, get the right people, start doing the work. That is what we call about prioritizing the task that you're working on. Number five, you set a deadline of the milestones. You need to set a deadline. If you're working for 10 days, make sure that you make sure that it's measurable to make it in 10 days. And then another thing, you make sure you monitor your action plan. So monitoring an action plan helps you as an individual, helps you as a person to make sure you're able to achieve. So an action plan is something that can be achieved anytime, any day, as long as the 6 steps you have them on your fingertips. And I can be able to always do every time. By the way, I've been a teacher before, I've been a mentor, and I've been a coach. So I love repeating it for my students. I love it repeating for my people that I guide, even for my team that I work with, for them to understand well. So you need to have these 5 things, fingertips on your side. One, I talked about having a SMART goal with yourself. I've mentioned it several times, and I promise to do the SMART theory, which I'll be able to guide you later on. So this is to make sure you as an individual, you as a person, you're able to achieve it in the right way. Making also sure that you identify the task, you allocate the resources, you prioritize, and then set the deadline, and then having monitoring the milestones you've already taken. Good people, I hope this video is helping you. I hope this episode is helping you. My aim is to make sure we have a lot of success people. We have organizations running. Why do I say so? When one person is empowered, we have many people that are empowered. We have the drivers that are working. We have a lot of people that are working around the clock to make sure that people succeed. And it's my prayer, by the way, you as an individual, you use this to yourself. Make it a success. And I'm so happy because people, I'm getting actually what makes me to do these videos is because I'm getting a lot of positive impacts. Many people are telling us, Mr. Samuel, you're helping us so much. Like there was a place I was training some employees last week, and the office is currently doing good. So they love it of what we specialize, and they love it on how we mentor and guide people. Because my aim is to make sure you as a person, by the way, you can make it at a younger age. It doesn't matter how old that you become, because I do say with myself, experience comes by doing something over and over again. The more you do something, the more you get experience. The more you get experience, the more it exposes you. I do say today that the more you get exposed, the more you get an action that you're able to take as an individual. So I want to thank you very much. I want to appreciate you for being part and parcel for these episodes, and I'm sure that it has helped someone. And if it just helped you, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and tell me what you want me to talk to you in the next episode. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate you so much, and I love you people so much for taking time always to interact and listen from the millionaires that are willing to make it in the future to come. I do say one thing, in 5 years, I'll not be the same. What about yourself? Bye bye. Let's meet in the next episode.